Hi, my name is Ashley, and today I'm going to be doing a Blake Lively inspired hairstyle, which is soft curls. There's a little bit of teasing and volume at the top, and also I noticed that Blake has two braids kind of being pinned in the back with the cascading curls, and I think it's really beautiful. I do have hair that's a little bit longer. It's right to my chest. So it will be easier for me to do this hairstyle because I have layers, but even for girls, women without layers, this won't be complicated at all. It's just kind of like flipped, loosed out waves. So I hope you enjoy it. Okay, so now that we are ready to start, the first thing you'll need is a backcombing brush, or any kind of brush really. I bought this one from Sally Beauty Supply. It's just a teasing brush, $4. Can't go wrong. Okay, so for those of you that don't know how to tease, in Blake Lively's hairstyle, she does have a bit more volume at the top, and her part stops about an inch off of her head, and then it kind of poofs out. So what we're going to do is we're just going to tease this part of our hair a little bit and give it a little bit more volume. What I like to do is, first of all, I like to use the hairbrush and tease before I put any hairspray. Okay, so tease it up a little bit. I'm using the Aussie Instant Freeze hairspray. Makes it stick. Spray it underneath and backcomb it. Now we don't need like a huge snooky poof here. We are just doing it enough, teasing it enough that there is a little bit of volume at the top, which is good. The hairspray will be a bit damp underneath, and that's fine. Just let it dry. The point is, we want some lift. So, just pull it apart a little bit like that. Smooth it out towards the back of the head. And that is the first step. Okay guys, now it's time for us to do the actual curling. I'm using a Conair. It's a 1-inch barrel. It has little settings on it. You can go all the way up to 25. It's not a professional one by any means, but it gets the job done. And, you know, being a college student kind of helps. So, basically Blake Lively's look, she has flipped out curls. And that's more towards the front of the face. And then around the middle of the head and the back, there is more volume, more voluminous curls, and I will show you how to do that to make them look bigger. There's a trick. You just have to pull them apart a bit, but let's start here. Alright, so because I have this layer in the front, it's going to be easier for me, but even for somebody with longer hair, what you're going to do is take the curling iron like this, and curl kind of backwards. This is the opposite of what we would normally do. Hold it for a few seconds and let it go. Same right here. Curl it away from your face. Hold it for a few seconds, let it go. Just push that aside a little bit. Same thing here. I have smaller pieces of hair. Take it, curl it, like that. Just a little tiny flip. And that is the first step of the curling process. Alright, now we're ready for the next step in the curling process, and this goes pretty fast. What we need to do is take your curling iron. I think that we should take about a 1-inch piece of hair off the top of your head. Hold it. Pull the curling iron to the end. And then just curl up and hold the curling iron like this and let it go. Okay, see how there's a nice curl going on? That works. Only hold the curling iron for a few seconds because you don't want too tight of a curl. Blake's look has very loose curls. Same thing here. 1-inch piece of hair. Hold, hold, hold. Probably like 5 or 6 seconds. let go. Do you see how it's starting to kind of look a little bit looser? Same thing here. So all these curls we are actually curling under, but the curls around the face are flipped out. And then let it go. What I like to do is I separate the hair in the back of my head, kind of like draw a line down the middle, and pull it to the side. It's kind of like divide and conquer, so you know which side to do. And just gotta keep going. 1 inch. You're gonna basically do this around your entire head. What I like to do is I do get another piece ready. No hairspray yet, nothing like that. Alrighty, so just keep doing it. It seems pretty simple. It's a pretty easy hairstyle. Might be a little bit time consuming, but since we only hold it for 5 or 6 seconds, I don't really think it's that bad. So, you see how we're kind of creating like some curls like that. They're loose, they're not tight at all, thanks to the 5 or 6 seconds. And they look kind of beachy. They look natural, which is nice. I'm all about natural. Now, I don't have hair extensions, but a lot of my friends do, and a lot of women do, so this would work the same on hair extensions. Blake, I do not believe she has hair extension in that picture. Now, as you can see, I'm taking the under part of my hair and doing the same. And I'm going to let this hold for a few seconds longer, because in order to get the kind of volume we're looking for, we want to have the bottom curls be tighter, kind of support the other ones on top. And I know that logic may seem strange, but it works. So that's basically how I do it. 1 inch, keep going. So as you can see, that was pretty fast. That was pretty quick. I believe that was only 3 minutes. Now, we did the upper part of our hair and the lower part. And as you can see, I have a few pieces by my face that I left on purpose because we are going to flip those out to give it more of the Blake Lively look. So, let me try that one more time. Just like I did my bangs. Flip it out and hold it straight up and down if you can, and then release it. There, it's kind of flipped out like that. Alright, now it is time for the other side. Same thing, it doesn't matter how long your layers are. Blake Lively's hair, all the layers kind of mesh into one. Same thing, because I have a part where most of my hair is on this side of my head, this side goes very quickly, so that's very nice. And although Blake has kind of a darker blonde, she almost has strands of honey through her hair, and I realize I'm pretty bleached out. I still think it's a really pretty summer hairstyle, and the braids make it very bohemian, make it look very beachy and pretty, which we will get to. Oh, by the way, I did use heat protectant, although to be honest, I don't really see a difference when I use the heat protectant. I use the Tresemme. It's a little black bottle with a little red spray. It's on my dresser right now. I'm sitting here, so. Okay, guys. So, I basically curled the whole head here. As you can see, the one little flipped out curl that it did too. kind of got undone, so let's do that one more time. This one you do want to make tighter because it kind of makes the whole Blake Lively look. Hold, hold, hold. Let go. Okay. Now remember I told you earlier about the trick that I had? Well, take your little brush here and push them up. I know this seems a little bit silly, but it does separate the curls. Also gives them volume, see? Va-boom. Other side. Literally just take the brush, put the bristles up, push, 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 push. You're basically forcing, I hit the dresser. You're basically forcing it to go up. Alright, now take some of your instant freeze hairspray. What I like to do is I hold the pieces up so it kind of gives them more volume as I'm spraying. Also, you can take the palm of your hand, put it flat, scrunch up. You've got some beachy waves. Very sexy. Alright, now that we have the basis for Blake Lively's hairstyle, she has two braids coming from the top of her head and going, and they kind of like hide behind her ear. So, let's start off here. Take a piece of hair, make sure that it's a root piece of hair that connects to your roots that are seen. Divide it into 3 sections and braid. I took about a 1-inch piece of hair because although her braids are not big at all, they're very small, they're still noticeable. So it's important. If you don't know how to braid, I will post a video in the near future about how to braid. And then what she does is they kind of go in the back behind her ear. So I'm just taking a normal bobby pin and sticking it, holding it behind my head. There you go. So there's one, and she has one more. So why don't we take this piece near my forehead and do the same thing. I really like Blake Lively. I think she's very pretty. For some reason, she's always in fashion face-offs with Taylor Swift. It's funny. I always see them on E! And things like that. Alright, so pull it back. And pull it behind your ear again. Do the same thing. Use another one for extra support. And attach it. Alright. So, this is kind of like Blake Lively's look here. We've got flipped out curls, 2 summer beachy braids. The poof is still there. If you like a bigger poof, take your teasing comb, go like this, pull it apart, and there we go. There's the look. I think it's really pretty. I think it's very wearable, easy, especially to go to the beach. If you want to cover up the clips, the little bobby pins, just take some of your hair, toss it over, and it's done. I personally like my curls to be a bit looser. Blake Lively's are a little bit tighter. So whatever your preference, this is the way I like it. This is my interpretation of the style. So thank you for watching, and I hope that you're able to use this hairstyle to go to the beach or somewhere fun. Thanks.